As federal and state officials make plans for reopening the country, over in China, where the outbreak started, life is ever so slightly beginning to get back to normal. Tonight, two students who attended high school here in the United States, they're giving us an inside look at their hometowns in China, now in recovery. And the one big change authorities there say may be key to keeping people safe. Here's ABC's Devin Dwyer.
It's a return to rush hour in Shanghai, China. City parks seeing families again among the cherry blossoms. The Riverwalk teeming with life, nearly everyone wearing masks.
I can basically go anywhere by wearing a face mask. And I have watched the cherry blossom with my parents, go outside with my friends, stuff like that.
Lily Chen is a senior at Shattuck St. Mary, an American boarding school in southern Minnesota. In March, when the school shut down over COVID-19, Chen and dozens of her high school classmates scrambled to catch flights home.
I was really worried about my parents because my dad just came back from Wuhan before the outbreak. So he was quarantined at home, and then nobody knows what's going to happen, so I was really worried about him.
Stephen Song, a senior guard on the school's basketball team, evacuated home to Hangzhou, China, a nerve-wracking trip from a virus hot zone on one continent to another.
Did you ever think you'd be finishing your high school degree back at home?
When I left Shattuck, it's like I never prepared for leaving this fast. I cried actually a lot with my friends and teachers as well. It was pretty sad.
The students' more than 35-hour journey home ending in long lines and medical screenings. A yellow sticker on Lily Chen's passport mandating 14 days of quarantine, which she spent at home with her parents and 3 cats.
Back home, it's another different experience because there's just no way I can spend another 5 months at home. I haven't done that for 5 years or so.
Like so many high school seniors in the U.S., Chen and Song abruptly disconnected from that American dream. Senior seasons on the drill squad and basketball team cut short, forced to finish classes remotely on a 13-hour time difference.
Just this year, we've had students from 27 countries. I mean, we're in a small town an hour south of Minneapolis. This is not a sexy destination that pops off the map.
Andrew Garlinsky oversees Shattuck's new remote classes for international students. Chen and Song are 2 of his stars, both accepted to U.S. universities this fall.
Most universities, just like us, are very optimistic and planning for a normal school year in the fall. We simply must. But everybody's talking about contingency plans. I think we're going to see a lot more education online. I think there's going to be a lot more options.
Tufts University, where Chen hopes to study biology and studio art, warns its fall freshmen their start date may be subject to sudden or unexpected delays. Song hopes to make it to New York City to study nutrition at NYU. The school planning an on-time start to the school year, but saying it's prepared to make the necessary adjustments for safety. Back in China, the students documenting those signs of recovery. Street cleaners and delivery drivers back on the job. Subways and trains drawing throngs of passengers. Even Stephen Song's Starbucks in Hangzhou open for business with customers lingering over lattes.
You're still having risks of getting pandemic, but there's no panic about it. Just wear a mask and just go back to normal life instead of staying quarantined at home.
The biggest change in many Chinese cities is a maze of checkpoints and temperature checks. Song shows us how authorities use infrared thermometers to screen residents in his neighborhood and get people suspected of being sick to stay home.
When we're entering the shopping malls or Starbucks even, they're gonna measure your temperature and they'll ask you to show your green code in order to enter.
The green code on his cell phone, proof he hasn't tested positive for coronavirus. Every resident required to carry an effective health status passport as they go about daily life.
What did you think when you heard Americans talking about this as the Chinese virus or the Wuhan virus? Did that bother you?
I personally didn't say it, and what they say is their freedom, so I can't judge them. But if I'm going to talk about the virus, I'll just refer it as the COVID-19.
The virus still a serious threat, she says, but getting contained.
We're seeing a bright side in China right now, so I bet there's going to be a bright side in the States. Definitely. It's coming to you guys.
A message of hope to all her American friends sent from where this pandemic began. For ABC News Live, I'm Devin Dwyer in Washington.
Grateful for that message of hope, and our thanks to Devin for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.